Ancient species owned this earth long before mankind.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're diving into the titanic and surprising timeline of the Monsterverse. If you haven't seen everything from the 2014 film through Godzilla Kong New Empire, beware of spoilers ahead.
Godzilla, who hasn't been seen in over 5 years.
A long time ago, in the hollow earth far, far away from the surface of the planet, monsters roamed freely in an otherworldly habitat. While a few of them visited prehistoric humans from time to time, the Titans mostly kept to themselves.
These creatures adapted to live deeper in the oceans, further underground, absorbing radiation from the planet's core.
This made it hard for researchers to paint an exact history of what they were up to in those ancient times. However, early human records confirmed that 2 major monster conflicts happened in the early eons of the Earth. At some point, the extraterrestrial Ghidorah arrived on Earth and tried to dominate all the other creatures.
You mean an alien?
Yes, he's not part of our natural order, and he's not meant to be here.
A false king.
An invasive species.
But Godzilla and Mothra worked together to literally put the dragon on ice. The second major event that occurred during this ancient era was the Great Titan War. This conflict saw Godzilla and Kong's ancestors warring for supremacy and control. In the end, the primates would lose to the big lizards. While some apes hid in the hollow earth, a few of them decided to make a new home on Skull Island.
And then one day, the damnedest thing happened. Some of the things they were afraid of started protecting them against the things that were eating them.
They wouldn't be the only monsters that ventured up to the Earth's surface. Although Titans continued to appear at different times in history, their sightings were largely dismissed as myths. But humanity started taking monsters seriously again after World War II began. In 1943, Bill Randa was serving on a US Navy ship when it was suddenly wrecked by an ion dragon. Initially, the government tried to brush aside the rumors that a monster was responsible. But they changed their tune a decade later when one of their nuclear submarines awoke Godzilla.
In 1954, the first time a nuclear submarine ever reached the lower depths. It awakened something.
After the creature munched on a few atomic vessels, the government paid a visit to the few existing members of the Monarch monster organization. Bill Randa, Lee Shaw, and Keiko Miura were able to come up with a plan to lure Godzilla out. The trio earnestly wanted to study the Titan. However, the government tried to kill the kaiju with another bomb as soon as it revealed itself. While the Monarch trio was devastated at first, it wasn't long before they discovered that Godzilla survived. Their success with the kaiju would lead each of them to take big risks that came with huge consequences. During a Titan recon mission in 1959, a hive of insect creatures pulled Keiko Miura into the hollow earth.
I can't hold it!
3 years later, Lee Shaw tried to explore the mysterious place with an entire crew. But the mission went sideways and he was declared missing. Although Bill Randa lost his closest friends, he didn't lose his enthusiasm for monster research. In 1973, he got official approval to take a crew of researchers and soldiers to the mysterious Skull Island. Randa's ambitious plan helped confirm that monsters like Kong were still present on the Earth's surface.
Yesterday I was a crackpot. But today?
So this was never about geology. You dropped those charges to flush something out.
Unfortunately, neither he nor most of his allies made it off the island alive. He seemed to be the last original Monarch member to die, until Lee Shaw mysteriously re-emerged in 1982.
You disappeared during Operation Hourglass in 1962. 20 years ago.
Since he hadn't aged in the 20 years he'd been missing, scientists assumed he fell into a part of the hollow earth where time moves differently. In the wake of the Shaw and Skull Island incidents, Monarch decided to go to extreme lengths to keep the existence of monsters secret. But the organization couldn't stop humanity from coming face to face with Titans in 2014. After a creature classified as a muto fed on and destroyed a nuclear facility, Godzilla emerged to confront the beast in Hawaii. Before the global public could truly accept that monsters exist, Godzilla returned to fight 2 mutos in San Francisco. Soldiers humans ultimately decided to side with the Big G over the other two creatures. While they were happy to see Godzilla achieve an impressive victory over his foes, the battle wasn't without its casualties. Keiko's granddaughter Kate lost many people she cared about in one fell swoop. Meanwhile, Dr. Emma Russell lost her son during the chaos in San Francisco. Their traumatic experiences would eventually have ripple effects that would further change this new world of monsters.
After we lost Andrew, I swore his death would not be in vain. That I would find an answer, a solution to why the Titans were rising.
Kate's father, Hiroshi, mysteriously disappeared shortly after the Titan battle in San Francisco. While she was looking for closure in 2015, she found out her father worked for Monarch, helped Lee Shaw escape prison, and met a lot of monsters. Kate's journey seemingly came to an end when she and Shaw fell into the Hollow Earth. Fortunately, she was able to reunite with both her new allies and her still youthful grandmother Keiko while in the mysterious land.
No, who are you? I'm your granddaughter.
During their attempt to escape the Hollow Earth, Lee gets stranded while helping his friends get to safety. His allies end up emerging next to an angry Kong on an extremely stormy Skull Island in 2017. While it's currently unknown what Kate's group did next, we do know the world faced another dangerous monster 2 years later.
Should we go?
Come on, let's go.
What the hell is going on?
In 2019, Dr. Emma Russell decided to help awaken kaijus around the world in the hopes that the Titans could make the world a better place. But she soon regretted her decision after the gruesome Ghidorah opened its eyes. The draconic kaiju immediately tried to ascend to the top of the monster food chain by wounding or killing any opponent that stood in its way.
And this Ghidorah is the new alpha, and all the other creatures are just doing his bidding. They're an extension of him.
Although Godzilla was initially overwhelmed, it turned things around after it got a nuclear power boost. After winning a close battle, the heroic kaiju became the king of the monsters. But not all of humanity was willing to accept the beast as a savior.
Top brass of the mysterious Monarch organization will face another intense grilling as the government continues to push for extermination of the Titans.
Apex Cybernetics wanted a way to keep Godzilla in check. By 2024, they found a way to use Ghidorah's remains and advanced technology to pilot a metal monstrosity.
You caused all of this.
If by all of this you mean I, and I alone, have given humanity a chance against the Titans, then yes, I will own that title.
Godzilla's violent attempts to stop the project before it could be completed were misinterpreted as random attacks. While humanity was becoming apprehensive about the creature's motivations, concerned Monarch scientists were trying to get Kong away from the devastated Skull Island.
Dr. Andrews, did you see that?
The habitat's not going to hold much longer.
We need to start thinking about off-site solutions.
The island is the one thing that's kept him isolated. If he leaves, Godzilla will come for him.
During transport, Godzilla attacked to try and prevent the ape from making a grab for power. Kong survived the attack and journeyed to the Hollow Earth. Although he picked up a new anti-kaiju, he still couldn't beat his rival during a heated rematch. But the two put their grudge aside when Apex's Mechagodzilla broke free from its creators.
What the hell is that?
The two organic kaijus were able to stop the metal monster together. In the aftermath of the battle, Kong and Godzilla agreed to leave each other alone, but it wouldn't be long before the duo was brought back together. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. While all the kaiju were going about their normal routines, Monarch scientists picked up a distress call coming from the Hollow Earth. After some investigation, a few brave heroes discovered that a twisted ape named the Scar King had an angry army ready to attack. Kong recognized the threat and teamed up with Godzilla to topple the Crooked Royal's crown.
Kong can't stop this on his own.
He won't be alone.
It helped that Mothra was also there to help keep the peace. By the time the dust cleared, the big bad was dead, and both Godzilla and Kong were free to be kings of their own empires. Although it would be satisfying if the sprawling timeline ended with two kings living their best lives, we have a feeling there will be more stories to tell. The Monsterverse can choose to expand on tales of the past or continue writing the future. Either way, fans will be there to learn more about all the terrifying and mystical monsters within a world that's far from hollow.
On every continent, the Titans are triggering earthquakes, wildfires, tsunamis, and disasters we don't even have names for yet.
What part of the Monsterverse timeline surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below.
It may have been a rival alpha to Godzilla, battling for dominance over the other Titans.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.